สวัสดีครับ Hi everyone, Pipat speaking. Today is Sunday. I would share my ideas, my thoughts in general perspective. I would like to express my idea, my point of view about self-learning, self-education, and many things related to self-education. I would mention first about what is the appropriate way in learning second language. For example, English, that is our country problem. Thai people face the same problem. I mean, majority of Thai face the same problem in mastering English, in particular practical English usage, that the Thai people would like to improve their competency in speaking English. Thai people, I mean majority of Thai people agree with the way of teaching in school. Courses happen in Thailand over century, and let's back to 50 years ago. The schooling system was encouraging students to learn variety of subjects in classroom. When you talk about classroom, regarding to your past experience, sometimes you felt bored the environment in the classroom, but sometimes you felt so happy studying with your classmates around, with your teacher who can challenge you to be interested in the subject. So when we're talking about classroom, it doesn't mean every four-wall classroom is boring. You have to think about the other factors as well. It is undeniable facts that classrooms are not necessary. Actually, it is a must. It is education around the world. Why don't we refuse four-wall classroom? If we think about something extremely, you become biased. And if you think about things, everything in bias, perception, perspective, you're supposed to mislead. That is why when we're talking about the education, we're supposed to raise some issue with appropriate explanation and try to convince the people the point you are pinning. Not just mention something poor or good without any further explanation. So that is most important. When you listen to some story, you need to know the some reason on behind. Not just listen and judge, even self justification or self-criticism. You have to open your mind listen to every ideas of the people, not just only by yourself or only views, opinions from the other peoples. That is not sufficient for you to create a bigger, more knowledge. So recently, if you notice that we are talking about how to speak English better in many clubs. People challenge you to show up on global stage and present your idea openly, confidently. And how? You can read many books giving advice about how. What is the proper way to become confident? If you read it without any action, zero action, that is nothing. That is useless. Because you need to think both sides. You have to learn theory. You have to learn principle that is collected from the many people's experience. And then you come to the second step of practicing, and you can experience by yourself how to be a good speaker, how to make a good presentations, how to make good public speaking. We got the principle. That means we neglect everything in a book, in a document. We need to read, we need to learn, and then we come to practicing stage. It is correlated. I never refuse reading book. I never refuse listening to people. But we have to balance. We have to balance. As you may know, the skill. Okay, let's focus on English learning. Every people aware of the four basic skills. Passive, that means listening and reading. And active, it is speaking and writing. It is a fact. It's the truth that we need different technique, different way to improve each skill. But I never refuse that all skills supposed to be developed together in parallel. You need to balance. If you like to focus on writing or any official writing, you're supposed to go in deep about the grammar, about the tenses. But if you like to talk in general with your friends, your colleague, your peer, it is informal way. You might feel more relaxed, and you can talk without taking serious of the grammars and tenses. You can explain together with your body language. You can explain by the many things around while you are talking with the people. That is a fact. That is a natural way. When we're talking about natural way in practicing your speaking English, you are recommended, you are advised to follow the natural steps when you learn your mother tongue. I have no objection. That is a fact. That is the things you're supposed to do. It is proven. You can see many people from the other countries who came to Thailand and immersed themselves for months, for years. And they are in situation, environment that most or majority of people talk in Thai. They're supposed to adjust they are supposed to survive in new society with Thai speaking environment. And after months, after years, listen every day. And later on, their competency in communication in Thai language become improve, become better. That is a natural way. But I would like to say that that is one way of improving your English or language usage. It is a practical language usage that you can gain from many other means. And how about reading? Because when you listen to a TV program, to music, to documentaries, you are interested, you can select. But if you like to go to something specific, can't help. You're supposed to looking for something, maybe read. That is a book. You have to go to the library. You have to search the things in website. You have to go to the bookstore at some corner of the book you are interested, and you're supposed to read it, make understanding, because it is something specific for you. So I agree to develop something, develop any kind of activities that need skill. You're supposed to do in parallel. I have no objection. And I insist that both have to go together. I never refuse. I never look down on someone who loves reading. I never look down on someone who loves listening, because that is their way of life. They know themselves what is the proper way that fit themselves. So this is what I would like to share. I still love learning lifelong, and I use all means in improving in researching my knowledge. Not only one way, but okay, for some certain purpose, we need to focus on some certain means in develop your skill. But I insist that we have to do in parallel. We have to consult dictionary sometimes. We have to consult a book sometimes, because you cannot wait. You have to improve what you like to in active way. You have to read the book. That is the very easiest way. It is the easiest way to get access to the knowledge you need to know. That is the active way. The passive does mean, okay, you happen to listen something that you love. Sometimes you don't like to wait. So I think what I'm sharing today is the fact, and you have to understand, you have to think it, and you yourself, you're supposed to judge by yourself, judge the thing by yourself with zero criticism others. That is what I have been doing all of my life. I love to listen, deeply listen. And if I hesitate to share my idea, I avoid using criticize, because criticize sometimes have the negative meaning. But let's share. Share does mean equality. You can share the idea with others. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes totally agree each other's. It doesn't matter if you open your mind. You have to really open your mind. and avoid criticizing others, because it is the fact of life that people from different culture, different perception, have the different way of expressing their ideas. That is about a word is respect. And the most important things, you're supposed to respect yourself, self-respectation. Because of self-respectation, you're supposed to be a good human being of good characteristics. Self-respectation, that means you're concerned about punctuality, you're concerned about hard working, and you're concerned about how to respect the others. That is natural way of the human being. But nobody miss this point. Everybody sometimes know about these stories I told you, but the most of people don't aware of this, because they just take things for granted. If you're aware of something, you're supposed to review and think. Sometimes you have to think outside the box, because if you always think inside the box, that means you close your eyes, you close your mind, you refuse to listen to the others and connect to your own perceptions, and you miss opportunity to be someone who can keep up with the world that is dynamic. So that is what I would like to share. It is about the perspective of a human being named Pipat. And I has been working with several people of all ages or family background, and we need to adjust. The only way, if you like to live happily with the people around, with everyone in community, you're supposed to approach differently to individual. So what I take serious, I always listening deeply, and very few I respond my own opinions. My response to someone's opinion is something positive, and don't let them down, don't let them feel disappointed, because I would like to prolong friendship, relationship, because I realize that every human being have both sides of their life, black, white, good, bad, duality. So if you like to create relationship with someone, please look at him or her in positive angle, and try to make friendship in positive way, because every human being love to live in this world at any time with the happiness. The happiness is something mutually. People talk each other. It depends on both of them to create the friendship. Sometimes you have to be quiet. Sometimes you have to share your ideas. If you object to his or her idea at the right time, at the appropriate time, with the polite manner. That is most important for human beings. I would like to share this because I am a man with highly self-confidence, but I respect others, and this is my style, it's my way of life, and I think it's proven. Even it's not the best, nothing in the world can say the best or not. It's not judged by only words, but you have to give reason why you say this is best, this is the poorest one, this is bad, this is good. What is the reason? What is the reason? Because when you talk and share your idea with someone, you always explain your idea, your reason, and to make better understand to the people. Because one thing you can mention as bad or good depends on reasons, depends on the angle from where you are looking. That is most important. That is what I would like you to realize, I would like you to be aware of. So at the end, I would say that to be a good human being, you have to be you always. Be confident to everything you do, because one who understands you mostly is yourself. But please open your mind, listen to the others, and don't criticize anyone if it's not necessary. Try to create the friendship, create the happiness among mankind, and give the good thing to them. Give each other the good thing, and you will make this world, this blue planet, a better place. A better place. Thank you very much, Pipat Wong Vivat. Today is Sunday. Happy everyone. สวัสดีครับ